Hey, what's going on YouTube? Indiana James here. We got some news this week because it's Friday. I mean, oh my God, it's Monday. I don't know what's going on today. Like everything seems to be just up in the air. Anyway, you can save 50% on the Burning Crusade anniversary packs and service through May 18th. That's probably as fast as I could talk. Um, it's not too late to join the adventure in the Burning Crusade. I don't care about that. Like, okay. You can get some uh Nether stuff, Outland Heroic Pack, 50%, 30% a character level boost, 30% on classic character name changes. Cool. All right. Not much there. The first 12.1.0 midnight build detected on an encrypted vendor server. Uh, let's see. Also detected the first version of 12.1.0 build on an encrypted vendor server. I'm not able to data mine anything. Kind of interesting. Taking Blizzard's 8-week patch cadence into consideration, players have speculated that 12.0.7 should arrive somewhere in mid-June. So, like next month. Okay. And then 12.1 to be released in August. So, a few weeks before BlizzCon. Cool. I'm not going to BlizzCon. I did not want to spend however much money that was for a BlizzCon. All right. The Mythic Dungeon International returns with 300K prize pool at BlizzCon. So, if you go, you can speed run. Okay. Groups. The Triple Threat. Antitis Angels. Dire Wolves. Physical God Camp. Blame the Healer. I'm sorry. Who makes these names? Polish Mountain. Send Spellbook. Cook is gone. I do it. Snails to be depleted. Number Gang. I could have made a better name than those. You know, ducks can fly. Anyway, there it is. They have Group A and May on the May and the May and the May. Or they're all in May. Uh, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 22, 23, 24, and 29, 30, 31. Group China. Group China. Mm. Um, I'm not going to read all that blue text. So, yeah, that's pretty cool of those people if they're going to do that. That's cool. Okay. I said the easiest dungeons to earn 3,400 mythic rating from mythic rating from Midnight Season 1. Skyreach and Magister's Terrace, Pit of Sauron, Windrunner Spire, Seat of the Triumvirate, Marisa Caverns, Nexus Point, Zenith, and then Algeth R Academy. Cool. Immediate ramp in difficulty. Once you start to begin attempting 12 plus 16s, the immediate ramp in difficulty becomes present. Common point problem points in dungeons. Veximus becomes one of the hardest dungeons bosses. Instant kill players with mana bombs and into Arcane Fissure. If either can't top off players. Cool. Making sense of the data of the long part. To achieve this, the 3400, you need time all Mythic Season 1 dungeons around the 15 plus 17 plus range. The most consistent way to achieve this rating is all time plus 16 dungeons, but it's not the only way to earn them. There are two main sources of data. I don't even run those, but okay. So Pit of Sauron is 86.4% time. Skyreach is 87.3. Magister is 80. So the worst one is Algathar's Academy with a 78.3% in time completion percentage rate. Yeah, I'm not going to go through all that stuff. Just run your mythics and do it as best you can. Yeah. I don't do plus anythings. I think I did a +2 once. I'd rather raid. I'm sorry. Like to be, there's nothing wrong with you guys who do Mythic Plus. Nothing at all. I think it's great content for you guys. I think they need to keep that in the game. I just personally don't. I'm not a timed run fan. Like I don't do timed really anything in my life, except giving out medications as a nurse. Other than that, like, and that's timed. I have 3 hours to give my meds to everybody. Um, that's about the closest timed run I do anything, and that's in real life. So I'm pretty. By the time I'm done with my 3 days a week as a nurse, I'm pretty done with timed anything. So I do have a valid reason. Hints at patch 12.8% release date on June 16th, potentially patch 12.1 in August. We already went over that a little bit. Patch 12.0's expected release date, 12.0.7, is June 16th. Um, so we know that the Turbulent Time Waves and Midsummer Festival is coming, and the new Darkspear Dash event, whatever that is. Dates for all these they're listed on the in-game calendar. Earliest of the three events is Turbulent Time is currently slated for June 16th. If you subscribe to 8-week Pack Cycle Theory, then you know that that's exactly 8 weeks after the launch of 12.0.5. It's possible that all these dates could change, of course, on the PTR build, so take it for you guys with a grain of salt. The timeline does not coincide with the Midnight Roadmap release just prior to expansion's launch. So there's the roadmap, 12.7 in the spring. Well, I mean, it kind of, or this day it doesn't or does? Oh, does. Oh my gosh, I thought this said doesn't. Um, Patch 12.1 on August 25th. And that's cool. Turbulent Time Waves event ends on what's probably the most curious is the end date is of August 25th of Turbulent Time Waves. During the Time Waves would run 10 weeks, likely 1 week for each expansion, which would be a grand total of 10, including new Dragon Flight Time Walking. So August 25th. So let's be ready for that. That's okay if you want to do that. Or you are like excited. I'm still working on Mechagon and Secret Fish and where to find them. So that's like 10 expansions ago or whatever. I know it's not 10, but yeah. All right, run like Heroic World tier on Midnight 12.07 Revelations. The fungal world of Nigtal, Nigtal, Nigtal. I don't know how to say that. I take on the hair. Hey, Hal Hadar Ethereals based on its former Legion occupied world. New raid, Sporefall. Cool. So it's a single boss raid located in Herandar, where you face a fungal giant guy named Rotmire. Raid will be available in Raid Finder, normal, heroic, and mythic difficulties. For this raid, we'll also try something new for mythic difficulty: flexible groups. We've been saying this for a while. Flexible groups. Housing. House at level 5 and 6 have their exterior decor limit raised to 300. Houses at 7 have their exterior decor raised limit to 350, so that's okay. Quests significantly increase the amount of experience earned from completing the following types of midnight quests: first time delves, midnight dungeon quests, spray, and weekly renown activities. Okay. I haven't worked on my renown very much. I'm used to. I have the insane title in the game. I have a lot of the old school reputations, and going from reputations to this whole renown thing. I know it's kind of the same thing. It's just it doesn't feel the same. Back in the day, you could do things like just killing monsters and getting rep um, from different factions, and I haven't ran into that with Midnight. Again, I just came back in TWW, so yeah. All right, Sporefall raid loot change. New drop, highest season 1 item level loot. With this, so this week's PTR patch, the Sporefall raid is no longer warbound equipped, but instance now drops at the highest item level. So item level for each difficulty is 298, 285, 272 in Elevar. So that's pretty cool. Um, each piece of loot still has random secondary stat rolls, but this increased item level puts each piece of gear almost at the cap of the next track. So when you kill normal Sporefall, you get a 272 gear. So it's equivalent to Hero 5 out of 6 gear. The loot is now bind on pickup, as is typical, but instead of Spore Fuse dropping at the highest item level for each difficulty with Mythic drop, 298 gear, 9 item levels above Myth, equivalent to weapons and trinkets, upgraded with the Ascendance Void card. Since it already starts at the upgraded level, they can presume it means Spore Lord's Mycelia Insignia trinket that drops from Rotmire will not be upgradable. So the gear you get out of there is not upgradable, apparently. I don't know why they would do that, but apparently it's not upgradable. So there's the Spore Crawler's Blooming Loop. Spore Fused Mythic, all sorts of stuff. So understand that when you do Sporefold loot, apparently from what this is saying, it will not be upgradable. All right. So I was looking at Mechagon, just letting you guys know real quick. Today, World of Warcraft, you can actually go to this wowhead.com/today dash in slash dash wow, and it'll show you a list of everything happening in WoW. World bosses, assaults, callings, rotating weekly and daily quests for pet battles, and more. So dungeons and raids, seasonal cap has what those are. Events and rares, it shows you notable world quests. Paranar Abundance, Herbalism Grotto, Eversong Woods, Abundance, Enchanting Crypt. Four assaults are started. Midnight World Boss, Predaxis, Darkmoon Fair, June 7th. So let's see. Daily quest reset in 19 minutes. Well, wait a minute. I think I had this open for a while. So let's go this back. Daily recruit 19 minutes. I don't know why that says that. World quest special assignment Rise at the Colossals. Economy WoW token is 272k. And then it has the War Within the War Within stuff, all the Dragon Flight stuff. My only reason why I had this up is for the Mechagon visitors. So it's Myloon, Walton, Cog Frenzy, and Grumble Grimhammer. Kind of mad. I need Chromie to get a fish, and she's not there. Kind of sucks. And then they have Legion Archaeology and all this other stuff. So, and the Warlords of Drano is Menagerie. So anyway, that's that. That's a really cool website. If you need to know who's where, daily quests or whatever, you can go there. You can go to this thing and it'll show you down to Legion, it looks like. Yeah. All right. Warbound Equip Gear drops from patch 12.0.7. We already went over that. Oh, it's a different website. So Flexmith difficulty, apparently, again, binds to Warbound until equipped. Will the raid be a personal loot to support the flex difficulty? Will players be rolling need for greed? Stuff like that. But again, you probably can't upgrade it. All right, 2-hour maintenance schedule for tomorrow, 7 o'clock a.m. Expected they'll be available again, the servers at 9 o'clock. So that's 8 o'clock my time and 10 o'clock in Mountain Time because I'm in Utah. So be ready for that. So we're in for a 2-hour maintenance again tomorrow. All right, so it's the last chance to purchase the Rufus Pet and support Habitat of Humanity. So if you get Rufus, Rufus pack includes several piece housing decor, ensuring that Rufus will have a cozy new home. I didn't buy that. I have no intention to buy this thing. I don't see the difference between classic and regular. Palpaw Dog Durtar Roof, Elwyn Roof, Shadowglen Roof, Eversong Roof. They need to make a Pandaren roof. I'm so tired of no Pandaren stuff. I really am. It's kind of sad. All right. And then Feral Druid is underperforming. That's kind of sucks. And because Feral Druid is one of my most favorite DPS classes other than Hunter. I am not reading this to you guys. This is terrible. So far, this expansion has been one of the most. I'll read this. So far, this expansion has been the most disappointing of all time for Feral Druid. It's become poorly tuned and mechanically clunky. It doesn't feel like a spec that has a lot of passion behind it. Well, neither does my assassin rogue. And this person no longer has the confidence that the spec fits with the direction of the rest of the game, which sucks to someone who's passionate about Feral Druid. Feral has, despite its underperformance, been oddly neglected so far. This is shown in the most recent tuning patch, even where every spec surrounding Feral, even some above Feral, is receiving buffs while Feral languishes. So that's kind of sad. Anyway, it's just a bunch of crap that Blizzard hasn't done to fix Feral Druid, which is kind of sad. Anyway, that's all for today on the news. I will look tomorrow while the patch is going on and see what, if anything, has popped up tomorrow, and I'll make another video if there's anything. I don't think there will be, but we'll see, because hey, it's World of Warcraft. Anything can happen. Anyway, getting to a little bit of in-game play, personal note here. We're doing a couple of mythics in my guild, more harder mythic 10 plus at the moment. I think our raid group's working on. And then we're doing mythic progression on March of Quel'Thalas and the other Void one or whatever. And we're progressing pretty well as far as the guild update itself. The Archaeologists Anonymous Guild, Saurian Circle. We're actually doing pretty well. We're doing a lot of different types of content right now. I know that we did some abundance farming yesterday, and we're doing the ritual sites, which, by the way, you can get some really cool housing decor items, especially the last one if you get to Renown 9, a big crystallized thing. So anyway, if you want to join us, come to Archaeologist Anonymous on Cenarian Circle, or if you're linked to that server with other ones, you can obviously join on from different servers and different factions. Horde is more than welcome, and of course, so is Alliance. We're not biased. My characters don't have any issue with the opposite faction, whether or not Blizzard or anyone else says that we should. So I'm going to make another video on that, and I will talk to you guys in a little while in my next video. I'm going to make a video on that actually right after this one. It's been bugging me, and I'm going to tell you guys why it's a problem. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. I know I've had a few more views on my videos, so like and subscribe, and come back every week. I don't mind. I don't mind making videos, and I do need to stream more. When it's just really hard with work schedule and such, but we'll make do. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good day. Peace out.